is ready to go. So Gene, take it away.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And Greg, you're a Rotarian and visiting.
I am a Rotarian.
How about you're here enough now? How about doing our 4-way pack for us? There's an easy way to do it.
Now, first we do the test, guys. Come on. Please judge the 4-way pack and the way I interact with others. First, I have the courage to tell the whole truth. I will be kind in the way I tell it. I will be fair and not seek selfish advantage. I'll have an open heart and an open mind.
Jack, you left me hanging last week.
Dear God, we give thanks for this day, for the guests that are with us. We ask a blessing on the Rotarians here and around the world, projects that they're involved in. Bless this food to our use. And this meeting to our use. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, go ahead and get seated. I see that they have the salads out there, so we'll get started.
Is it Saturday? Yeah.
Oh, it's right. Did I miss somebody here? Thank you. Bless your cat.
Good, how are you?
The fact that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Check the market. You know, it's makes sense. Well, the 135.
Yeah, and so a program that it uses doesn't have the symbol. Doesn't have the symbol. I have no idea. But they said it was gonna go up like 30. I had somebody this morning. Hey, can I get in? It's late.
Here he is. Especially if they were in that, right?
Yeah. Well, congratulations. Like when you have Chinese.
I don't, never have.
Okay. We'll just say that.
That was on her.
Wow.
Then I went,
Let's do business. So
I got you.
oh, yeah.
They might be.
Well, I was really impressed the first time I came in with a 40-inch watch. Because I was only 5 foot and stuff. And I've been proud of making 8 to 17 out.
My daughter cried one. She ran at me.
I know.
You don't believe it. You don't want to think about what I see.
Well, yeah. Like, I'm definitely here with your car.
Nothing will make up for good cheese.
You're right.
I'm adopted, so I feel like, you know, like my family lives or what, you know, to expect. And you know, I never hear like, when I was having kids, you know, but I adopted them, the oldest member of that family, that could be 60. My mother died.
Why not?
So I really don't get what it is, but I'm glad for what it is. So they were. I
That's where it is.
Getting into the car. Yeah, but it's. Everybody has to share. Yeah.
I got the share I wanted.
I'm sure you know, you go with us. I'll be like. We really don't know.
I never wanted to know about my family.
Well.
I figured, you know, they gave me over to grow up here. I'm right for it. And I don't want to mess up anything else.
I would try to hear about that. They've got the DNA. But, she wants all, you know. Reporter was some of the. Oh, really?
I think there's gonna be a national database. And it's more willing to sort of thing. Already,
All the years. Right. Fire. You can do some that.
Yes. What about you? Installation.
Yeah, you were next to mine, Mark.
Well, we did talk about the fire benefit. I will tell you your name. Why you come up with all that?
What, you lost that number? Oh,
I don't know, I'm gonna be doing it the third time, we're gonna do it in 2005.
Yeah. You're up.
I think
You do for
Well, scramble. Yeah.
Yeah. I had said it was Saturday.
floor section.
All right, we have reached the time in the meeting where we are going to introduce guests and visiting Rotarians. So, Bill Kelly, we'll start with you.
My distinct pleasure to introduce the Assistant Executive Director of the Shopper Rotary Center for the Arts, Sturman.
Welcome. Anita, you're a guest at your table.
You did the four-way pack for us. Everybody, this is Greg.
Welcome, Greg. I think, oh, in the back, sorry. Welcome. All right, before we move on, any announcements? I have a few, so if you want to get in before me. Do you want to do we can do that as an announcement. Can someone, be photographer for Eileen, please?
The former guy.
Hello, Rotarians and guests. Hello. It's my pleasure today to be presenting a check to Schaumburg High School. Tony also used to be at Hoffman High School, so he knows about our program with the Blessings in a Backpack. What you might not know is in community service, the committee very often tries to hold back a little money till a little later in the year, as long as we make good use of our discretionary, right, Terry? And one of the primary reasons is to see what our 3 high schools that we help fund their special programs in the summer and make sure that there's food in the food banks. And one of the schools is actually going to be using it more toward some other services for summer. So it's a great opportunity to reach back to our schools. Tony, we have a check for you for $300. You want to take a minute, tell us a little bit about what you're doing with it?
Yeah. So again, thank you so much for this. I don't think you really understand the impact it has on students, right? Because if you're hungry or you don't know what you're going to have when you go home, like it's really difficult to learn, right? It's really difficult to be focused in class when you're worried about all the other things. So this is a huge impact. Even when we don't have as many students in summer, we still have a lot of students who need our help. And so this really helps to make sure we can get them like fresh fruits, vegetables, and other things that it's summer, right? That's when it tastes the best and you like understand, like you look forward to it. And so when we can be able to help, get our students to have a good eating habits and they can have the access to fresh foods, fruits and vegetables, it just makes all the difference. So thank you so much. Again, I don't think you really understand how much of an impact this is for our students, not only to make sure they can eat well, but also that they can learn and be ready to be successful. So thank you so much. I really
Angie Relitas from Hoffman Estates High School couldn't be here with us today, but we also have a check for Angie. And she sent over a note that she asked me to share with you. She said, you may not know, also, we started the Hawk's Nest, which was a $10,000 financial commitment. This was about 10 years ago, and we did that with help of a district grant too. So we keep funding and helping with that each year. And she was mentioning how the Blessings in a Backpack rolled into the Hawk's Nest. But she said it has made a meaningful and lasting impact on our high school students by helping to alleviate food insecurity and ensuring that they have access to nutritious meals outside of the school day. Many of our students face challenges that extend beyond the classroom. And I believe it was even Aristotle, and that's a few years ago, that made the statement about if you're hungry, you're not going to learn. And this is nothing new. And that's why we started Blessings. But she was saying that Blessings in the Backpack will remain an important resource for families experiencing hardships. And their social workers are actively collaborating with the students and their families. And that's how kids are identified that need help. She said, we're incredibly grateful to our Rotary Club for the continuous generosity, partnership, and unwavering support in this program. Rotary's commitment alongside Hoffman Estates High School, serving our students and families, has made a tremendous difference in the lives of many. And we sincerely are so thankful for Rotary's support in our community throughout the year and especially in the summer. So thank you all.
Thank you, Eileen, and to the Community Service Committee, which I believe will be giving a presentation in July about what they've accomplished this year, similar to the one that was done last year. All right. Any other announcements?
No.
Oh, okay. Yes, Eileen.
Next Saturday, I have some people that will be there. Please, we need about at least a half a dozen is better than me.
Just looking for butterfly. Pat, I assume you're buzzing since you're writing. Maybe you can get that out there too, please.
Yes.
All right, so I was not planning to be here today, but I am here. And since I am here, I'm going to do my own announcements if I didn't send them to anybody. But next week, we have our installation lunch where we will be installing the next president, who I know fairly well. We will also be bringing in new members and recognizing those people who have achieved certain things that they need to be recognized. So I would encourage everyone to come. But also, I'm going to send one final reminder out. Those, if you haven't signed up or declined, I need to know because I have to give the final count on Monday. And to clarify my emails, because I sent it and then they immediately sent me a new email right after I hit send on Club Runner. The main meal is a medley of beef and chicken, champagne chicken. If you want a gluten-free meal, it is chicken bruschetta or the vegetarian. The vegetarian, I'm not sure the vegetarian is gluten, but that's what they told me. The vegetarian is a stuffed pepper. So if you go with the medley, you're getting beef and chicken. If you want gluten-free, you're getting chicken bruschetta. And if you're going vegetarian, it's stuffed peppers. Basically the same meal we had last year. The room will be open. We will be upstairs. It will be open at 11:30. We have it till 3. There will be a cash bar. We will. Mike Erickson has graciously agreed to induct us. Those of us staying on the board or joining the board. If you are intending to bring a spouse or a significant other or even a friend, they need to be registered. So I need to know that. There are some people who brought spouses and significant others last year that are only registered in their individual capacity right now. So if you could let me know, I need to know that so I can do it by Monday when I give the final count. We will then be, after next week, we will then be off for 2 Fridays in a row, which I believe makes our first meeting of the new Rotary year. I'm just going to look because I can't remember. July 10th. That is correct. However, after our meeting on the 19th and before those 2 meetings, we have which is the golf outing, which is our third largest fundraiser. They still have room for golfers. So if you have not registered and you want to golf, and when is that? Look at that. You guys are awesome. June 24th. All right. So, and volunteers they could use still too. So if you can, even if you don't want to golf, but you want to help out, that would be great as well. You can, if you want to volunteer, I would reach out to Rachel. She's probably the best position to help you out there. All right. With that, yes, sir, Jim.
That email or a link on there? I didn't see it.
For what?
These should be to the luncheon.
For what?
The luncheon, for next week's luncheon.
To register someone or to choose your meal? I mean, everybody's getting that meal unless you specifically tell me you want the gluten or the vegetarian. Yeah. So, and in fact, let me make that clear. And I'm going to send out one reminder. You're getting beef and champagne chicken unless you say you want chicken bruschetta or vegetarian. That's going to be.
That is reply to the email.
Yes. Is that what you were asking, Jim?
Actually, I was asking, do you want us to reply to the email and say that we're coming next week?
Did you not register? All right, there should be a link in that email, but but I will try to remember to put you in. All right. Is your wife going to attend? Okay. So if I don't see you, I will add you. All right. Who's happy today? Anybody happy? All right. Well, our guest is, but we'll show them what that means first. Jim.
I have 5 happy hours on the consumption. And the reason I'm happy today is because I went with my nephew Wes to the Wallflowers last night. And it was a band from the late 90s, right? And we had a great time. They played kind of a weird thing. They played their whole album from beginning to end in the order that they came out. And it was really had a great time. And then they started playing Tom Petty after that. I wore my earplugs, so I didn't hear everything perfectly, but at least my ears were getting hurt in a couple of years. So thanks, Leslie, for
All right. That sounds fun. Looks like behind you, is that Randy? Randy?
I don't know why he's standing in front of me, but, I mean, I'll use it. It looks good from the back. I am $5. I am $5 happy. I'm $5 happy because, last week I was down in Trinidad with my wife and daughter. And it was a great trip. We had a great time. The country immigration let me back in. That was even better. And, got my 64-year-old daughter.
Keep saying that.
My 64-year-old sister came back with me because it was her dream to see where we live and come to the United States and spend some time with us, really a treat for her. So here we're deep, and we're all having a good time. So I'm gonna take it to the Cub State.
Oh.
I don't know how to work it out, but I'm gonna do that.
All right,
Thanks, guys.
Tom.
Yeah, today, so I might be the program, so sorry. So it's, my middle son's a very tall, Conant, teacher. He's getting married, next month. He's having his bachelor party this weekend, which means that my son from Indy was driving up for it. He stopped at the house beforehand. I got to see him. Very exciting. This week I went to Excel Beyond 211. It is a scholarship for students from 211 who are graduating, going to college for the first time in their family. We give $3,000 to that program, and we got to meet the award winners there. It's an amazing program that they put together, and it's just unbelievable. And I got to meet Bill Kelly in a picture, which was kind of fun. Bill Kelly also supports it and couldn't make it, and I wanted to make sure that his supporting student got to take a picture with somebody. So someday she's gonna, put this up there and say, "This is Bill Kelly, who gave me a scholarship." And so I've been called worse probably today. So thank you, Bill Kelly, and that's all I got.
All right, Eileen, thank you, Tom.
Also beyond, they have mentors assigned to each of the students all through their college, 4 years of college, and some of them in their senior year, so it's a 5-year commitment. And their completion factor is like in the 90% now. It's wonderful. I have $250 because I was just in Butterfly Lab. We delivered some new outside chairs that we got on sale because they need more movable seating over there. And fellow who does a lot of work for me is installing the bricks that are engraved that we've been waiting to put in. And so there will be new bricks in the Butterfly Garden. And that means more money for the CAC.
All right, very good. Mr. Babe.
And I have $5 My daughter Emily and her husband and 2 kids are staying with us. And Emily went with her 13-year-old daughter to Wrigley Field last night to have an outdoor concert to see Mumford Sons. And they delayed it until 10 o'clock to start the concert. And I don't know when they got home that Sunday. They drove all the way back out here and they made it back safe and had a good time. And it's really glad to see that there's a band out there named after my high school.
Thank you, Alan. Bill Kelly, Honorable Judge Kelly.
I have $50, and the first time this week since April 22nd, 2022. That's something that is that the White Sox are back in first place.
All right. Sir, go ahead. Mr. Sugarman.
But is this okay?
Yeah, you don't have to do the money. Well,
No. All right, so I got $5 happy. And I knew to come because this is my 3rd Rotary meeting. I've been one in Berwyn, I've been one in Western Detroit, and I guess I'm working my way west west and north, because now I'm at one in Schaumburg. I've got $5 happy because my wife and I are going on a date tonight. We're going to see the Wailing Jenny's concert at the Genesee Theater. So I'm excited about that. And then my daughter's home from school, so we're going to hop into Michigan to see my parents tomorrow. So that's good stuff.
all right, very good. Lauren.
euros.
Oh.
Because I went to Ireland and I had leftover money, but I'm getting that, and, so went to Ireland for a board meeting and played a lot of golf. And, then we went to Canada to Banff this past week, so we had a nice little road trip with two of my siblings and their spouses.
Nice.
And the last one is, just love to be back and see all you guys for the summer.
Our bank, I'll take care of it. The bank, our bank does not take that, but we will, figure it out. All right, thank you, Lauren. I have $2 happy dollars of my own. I wasn't going to be, oh, sorry, Gene, go ahead.
I have $2 happy because I'm going to the White Sox game tonight.
All right, enjoy that. Bill Kelly.
And I have $2 happy for my daughter Bailey. She had an amazing 2 weekends of performances for Jagged Little Pill. For every show, she had people coming up that we had no idea who they were, saying how amazing she was as a dancer, a featured dancer in the musical. And she got asked to perform in or to audition for the area spot for the American Idiot, called the Green Day musical. So very proud of that. And she's going to be performing the national anthem at the Brewers game on July 11th.
All right, very busy. Congratulations. So to finish my $2 happy dollars, I wasn't going to be here originally because Jason, although his high school season over, was starting travel ball. And the way the schedule worked with our club, I was only going to have to miss next week for baseball. So that's why I was taking this week off so that I could, because his travel season will end. But we all know what happened yesterday, right? Well, in this big tournament of 50 teams, there have only been 4 games that have been actually canceled. 2 of them belong to my son. So one yesterday, one today. Yesterday, we drove an hour and a half to get to Joliet because the rain made the drive longer. We waited in the parking lot for an hour while they said, we're just going to wait it out an hour. Then we went to Chick-fil-A for lunch. Then they canceled our game for the afternoon and we drove back in the second round of rain. So basically 3.5 hours of rain, 6-hour trip to spend 10 minutes for lunch with my son for lunch, which was great at Chick-fil-A, which is 5 minutes from our house. So that's what travel baseball is like. Make sure that's in there because Jeff wants to hear all about my son playing baseball. Jeff Miller. All right, with that, Alan, I'm going to call you up to do some fun and frolic, and because we are a little bit behind today. I need to finish my budget up strong, so.
Hello, friendly club. Let's try that again. Hello, friendly club. If anybody's leaving early, that's $2. I have to apologize. Last week, I was not at my peak of my performance, and I didn't raise as much money as I should have. So guess what? We're going to make it up today. I need a 3 people to help collect money. Okay, Mrs. Ring, and aren't you? Who's doing the bus?
Not me.
Oh, okay. So Mary and Anita are going to. If you're not wearing your badge, that'll be $2. If you're not wearing your pin, that'll be $2. If you're late, that's $2 American dollars, not euros. Jack, where's Jack? Could you stand up, please? And could you come forward to the front? I want everybody to take a gander on Jack's socks and give him a big round of applause. Those are saying there's a pair of socks, Jack. So you get a pass for those socks. If you didn't call a fellow Rotarian this week just to say, hey, how you doing? That's $2, okay? If you have eyes at the back of your head, that's $2. So anybody who's wearing glasses backwards, obviously you have eyes at the back of your head. I won't pick out anybody, Jim. If you're not playing in the SLS golf outing or you're not volunteering that day, that'll be $2. Jeff, I heard the fireside chat was outstanding, but I also heard some people didn't attend. So if you did not attend the fireside chat at either my house or Jeff Stoner's house, that'll be $2. If you were not here last week and missed a great day, we gave away a lot of money and we made a lot of people very happy. So if you weren't here last week, that'll be $2. And I'm jealous. If you're going to play golf today or anytime this weekend, that's $2. If you're not going to play golf today or any day this weekend, that's also $2 because it's such a nice day. You should be playing golf, even if you're not a golfer. And if you're not a golfer, that's $2. So I've started this tradition, well, not tradition, this Gene Schlinkman question of the day. So today is National What Day? I'm going to give you 4 choices and you can tell me which it is. Is it Corn on the Cob Day? Is it National Big Boy Day? Is it National Sewing Machine Day? Is it National Red Rose Day? Okay. I don't know where they come up with these, but these are actual national days, some days during the year. Only one of them is today. If you believe that today is National Corn on the Cob Day, raise your hand. Okay. If you think today is National Big Boy Day, raise your hand.
Every day is National Big Boy.
This is a mixed group, Tom. Keep it clean. If you think that today is National Sewing Machine Day, raise your hand. And if you think today is National Red Rose Day, raise your hand. Okay. I'm shocked that Jim Fabrini did not know that today is National Red Rose Day. So if you pick any day other than National Red Rose Day, that's $2. And Jim, you're going to have to pay $4 because, hey, you're a florist. 885-2000. And if you're not going to go to the Butterfly Garden to help Eileen and her crew next Saturday, that'll be $2. And if you were the program today, just talking on and on and on about your son and your travel in Indianapolis, I'm not going to mention any names, that'll be $2. And if you have not been fined today, congratulations.
All right, thank you, Alan. That will help. All right, and Alan did bring up something because Jeff and Jean were not here last week. So, and I apologize, I forgot. It was a fantastic fireside chat at their house. We had covered a lot of items. Some were repetitive from prior fireside chat, but there were some other new things which we will debrief after the Rotary year flips over. And Pat has agreed to host another one, which will be sometime end of August, early September. So thank you, and Gina, it was very nice, and they really set a high standard. So Pat, we're expecting like caviar and yeah. No, Alan, yours was very nice, but yours was first. You were not there and didn't see. Like they upped the ante a little bit, so you might want to talk to them. But no, it was a very enjoyable evening. Thank you again, and we look forward to time with Pat. All right, so. Well, Rachel normally introduces our guests, and she's not here. And Anita wrote it down. You know, we have Mr. Sugarman, who is with the Prairie Center for the Arts in Village of Schaumburg, which I knew because it was on the calendar, but I wasn't planning to be here. So
It's okay.
I can turn it over to you.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much for having me, everybody. And I think that you need to just stand up and show everybody your DC shirt for a second. Very nice. Very nice. Come on, everybody. A little for the Justice League of America. My name is Eddie Sugarman, and I'd just like to start with a show of hands. I think there you go. Almost everybody that I met today, if you are a current or a past president of this club, right there. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. So if you didn't just raise your hand, I think you've just been nominated for president for next year. That's what I'm thinking. So my name is Eddie Sugarman. I'm the assistant director of the A.L. Larson Prairie Center for the Arts. And next week, I'll be the assistant director of the A.L. Larson Cultural Center. I just had the pleasure of sitting with two fine gentlemen who were instrumental in the beginning of the place that I work, one dealing with some of the contracts, one dealing with some of the zoning. And in 1986, a building was built here in Schaumburg, which was originally called the Schaumburg Prairie Center for the Arts. And one of the people who was behind that and instrumental in the building of culture in the village of Schaumburg is Mayor L. Larson. Did anybody here know Mayor L. Larson? Okay, so I didn't have the pleasure. Everybody has told me so many stories. He was clearly a monumental figure here and much beloved. And so next week, we've got a great event. And boy, oh boy, do I have flyers and listing of events and all of the things that are coming up. I'll tell you all about that. But what's pretty nifty is next week on the 20th, we've got the Second City Comedy Troupe coming to help us mark the occasion of the 40th birthday party of the building. It'll be 40 years with this venue. Of course, there was culture before this venue, but there's been a lot going on since it was built. And what we're going to do is we're going to unveil the new name. We're going to unveil the new logo. A drum roll, please. We've got a proclamation from the mayor and the elected officials. And then we're going to party with Second City. So it'll be a great event. And I think a few of you are already coming. Is anybody coming next week? Okay, great. So come see them there. There are three things I'd like to leave you with today. One is that there is a tremendous amount of culture in Schaumburg, and yes, in my department, and yes, around my venue, but there's a lot of great things going on, and there's a lot of wonderful things to see. Number two is that also the venue that we've got is a wonderful place for events to be. We do quite a lot of rentals to the community, whether it is an Indian dance troupe or whether it is a cultural service organization or whether it's a business that's coming in to do a training. We've got great opportunities for people there. And number three is that we've got amazing youth arts programs that can come out into the community and do come out into the community to do wonderful things. So those are the three things I'm going to leave you with today. What do we do over there? So Schaumburg is really unusual in that we have a cultural services department. We've got a police department, we've got a fire department, many places have that. We've got a cultural services department, and I think it's really, really fortunate. I was at my wife's dance recital. Yes, my wife's dance recital. She takes an adult tap class, which is amazing. Now that's down in Western Springs. And just to show you how important and vital culture can be, the tradition she does with her dance class, it's a tap class. And the night before, depending on what the color of their costume is, that is the color of Jell-O shots that she makes for her group. Now, sometimes the recital is at a church and sometimes it's at a school. So you've got to be, maybe go out to the parking lot to do it. And don't tell her that I ratted her out. But I was sitting and watching this dance recital, and I was just reminded that everybody who works in the arts should go and see something that they haven't been busting their butts to put on, because it's a whole different thing. And I'm sure you experienced this when you saw your daughter in the play. I sat there and was reminded, and I don't care how hallmarky this sounds, I don't care how weepy it sounds, I was just reminded of how important these things are to just fill us up. It's not putting out a fire. It's not creating, let's be honest, it's not creating huge economic benefit, right? Although sure it does. But it fills us up and it makes all of those things worthwhile. It just really does. And the Jell-O shots were good too. So I just want to give you a little rundown because, oh my gosh, we really have a busy department. We're small but mighty. But just in case you weren't aware of some of the things that you all have the opportunity to see in this community, over on the Atcher Municipal Campus, which is what that area is called, has anybody seen the sculpture park? Yeah? Okay. If you haven't, boy, get yourself over there. It's a beautiful walk. We've got the Sleeping Muse, which is the lady who is sitting by the pond. But then we've got, I think it's almost a mile-long sculpture park, which is an amazing walk. And we maintain and add to that park. We just put in, gosh, I think 3 or 4 new pieces. and they're lovely. Take the time, go there. There's one bird who's kind of loud and sort of squawks at you. Pay no attention to that bird. Check it out. It's great. Also, just the wildlife and the beauty of the campus is really something else. The public enjoys it, and you all should as well. Also, we've got a special events department. And so what do? Gee, maybe you've heard of Septemberfest, right? There's Septemberfest and a bunch of other events. And all of these, by the way, are great opportunities to go, to enjoy. If your business wants to sponsor something, I'm not going to even begin to tell you all of the list of things that can be sponsored, but sure, we've got opportunities for you. But it's just a tremendous, tremendous opportunity for the community to come together. Then in the building, that's really where a lot of our programming goes on. Part of my portfolio, what I'm over, is booking the acts that come to the Prairie Center on a Friday night, a Saturday night. We call it the Season of Arts and Entertainment. In recent years, we've included in that something called Thursday Night Labs, which is our local comedy series. We do it once a month on Thursday nights. There's free popcorn. It's great. I was actually at GFS, where you go to buy your restaurant supplies, getting pretzels to sell at a concession stand. And the cashier said, "Oh my gosh, I've been going over there. Me and my whole family go to Thursday Night Laughs," which just made my day. It was really fantastic that we can bring this program to the community. So a couple amazing things that we did last year. I was just telling my new friends at the table. We brought in Broadway star Jessie Mueller, who won the Tony Award for Beautiful, which is the Carole King musical. She created the lead role in Waitress on Broadway, and we brought her in. She's actually a Chicago gal. She grew up in Evanston. We had a terrific time. Next year, we're just signing the contract with Judy Kuhn, who is going to be our next Broadway star. She was an original lead in Les Mis, an original lead in Phantom of the Opera, and she's even a Disney princess. She was the singing voice of Pocahontas. So we're going to bring her in next year. So please check us out. Please come and see a show. Then what I really, really want to stress with you is our youth arts programs. This is something that goes on that I spend a lot of time on. We've got 4 orchestras. We've got 4 choirs. We've got a Screen Arts Young Persons Film Festival, where we have international students who are submitting films that we screen at the theater. And then we've got the Schaumburg Dance Ensemble, who puts on the Nutcracker. Has anybody seen the Nutcracker with us? Yeah, a few times. We just celebrated our 30th anniversary with that. So what have we got in Schaumburg? We've got a living, breathing monument to the arts, where people are coming and going pretty much 52 weeks a year, and it's fantastic. Just by show of hands, has anybody been to the Summer Breeze series? Yeah. Okay. So that'll be kicking off this summer. We've got 6 free concerts that we bring to the community. It's everyone from the Illinois Brass Band, which if you're standing in front of them and singing the national anthem in front of 40 pieces of brass, boy, does it make you feel good, to the Chicago Experience. And we can't always control the rain like Mumford and Sons, but we do our best and we have a great time. Would anybody care to guess the earliest time that residents start showing up to get a seat on the lawn for 2 o'clock? Okay, now the show begins at 7. 10, 9:30. 9:30. It's the same person. I'm not gonna describe them. I'm not gonna say a name, but we keep a watch out for them. They are not in this room. Come on, I wouldn't rat anybody out. Right. So that's what's coming up. Just one more pitch, which is as part of the 90 North development, we've got a new series coming up, which is Live at 90 North. And we've been doing those on Wednesdays. It's a midweek series. The next one is June 17th. We've got a grand series finale on September 26th. You may have seen a postcard in your mailbox, and that's a chance for after work people to come. We've got food trucks, we've got bands, we have a lovely time, and that's what's going on. My name again is Eddie. I'm gonna put my business card out here, and I just want to like swing back to the three things. Number one, boy, you've heard me yak about all of the wonderful things that you can see here in Schaumburg, whether it's visual arts like sculpture, live performing arts, concerts, dance. We've really got it all. I feel very fortunate to work in this department and be a part of a village that values culture so much. Number two, hey, it's a place that you can rent a room, have an event, do that bar mitzvah, do that training for a small business. We are open for business on that. And number three, if anybody is interested in bringing a youth arts group to an event, just for example, our choir is going to be backing up the band Foreigner this summer over in Hoffman, I think. Yeah. Oh, is it Elk Grove? We're going to be over in Elk Grove. We'll be singing at a Boomers event in the fall. Your daughter will warm them up for us. We have the groups ready to go. They love those performance opportunities, so we can come and enhance an event for you. And number four, I suppose, is if my wife offers you some Jell-O, be careful. Yeah, or take it. Thanks so much for having me, everybody.
Well, thank you. We have some unexpected time, so do we have any questions for Mr. Sugarman before?
I'm here if you have questions.
All right, fair enough.
Sure.
Yes, Anita.
Inside the building, Prairie Center for the Arts building, I know that there is rotating art installations or displays on the walls. How does that come about and how frequently are they updated?
So they're switched out about once a month, and we have a curator. One of our staff members, Phil Seifritz, is a talented artist in his own right, and so he curates those. On our webpage, prairiecenter.org, which will change shortly, but it'll still get you there. There's a submission tab where any artist can put in a request and upload some examples of their work and get in the queue, so to speak. There's no guarantee because there is a bit of a curation or adjudication of it, but we put up many of the artists in that way. There's no charge for it. Many artists are able to sell some of their work in that way. We don't take any money out of that. We just refer the public to the artist, and that's an easy way to.
Yeah. Some of my favorites each year when I'm there are the wild and odd kind of art. Yeah, that is a studio. Yeah.
Is that why you're very good?
That's not nuts. It's that bad. But I do enjoy it very much. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you.
Mary.
So I'm gonna give $10, the happy dollars, just because I'm out of order. But 2 weeks from tonight and that weekend, myself and Jean's wife will be performing with Hot Productions, who we support. Joseph and Amy and Second Harder.
Oh, good. All right. All right, well, if there are no other questions, I'm going to take advantage of this time for a second to do just a couple of things. Jeff's not here, so I can talk about the money. What I will say is I sent out statements, and as I said last week, literally they sent out the invoices the moments after I sent out the statements. But I have been going through with people, and there have been some adjustments we've made. And I feel like we're in a good spot. I will announce more on that next during the installation luncheon. But what I would say to you is a common problem that has developed is that some of the club members' email providers or servicers are blocking the invoices from QuickBooks. So what I am going to do is put in Club Runner what it looks like from those of us who receive it. And it'll be mine because it looks, it's everybody's, it's the same email address that sends the invoice. If you can go and add it to your particular domain server, that will allow you to get the invoices directly, because I've run into a lot of people saying, I didn't know I owed this money, I never received an invoice. And I believed you because I know for a fact that happened with a few people, and we have fixed it with a couple. And more as I'm going, I just went alphabetically, so no one should be offended. I was just going over the list and just recently got to the end. So that has happened at least with 5 or 6 people that were unaware that it, or at least the amount of the balance that was on their account. So one more glitch to fix with the QuickBooks Online, but I think we're getting there. I will try to have more formal announcement next week, but we are working on finalizing the links to bring back being able to pay Alan and Happy Dollars, and hopefully what will be our new weekly raffle digitally. We've tested it a few times. There's still a couple things we have to figure out. Well, there's a part of the group is here, so let me ask this. In the past, we used to do $1 for one ticket. I think it was 5 for 6 tickets, and then the multiples thereafter. The hardest part we're having is if it's not a round number like 5, 10, it's the odd number that is causing the problem. Can we all just agree that we're going to do $5 as that amount, or do we have to go down to the $1? Because that's the glitch for the new raffle. Thoughts?
5 is odd.
It's an easily divisible number in the money. I'm talking about, you are correct. It's not the odd, it's the smaller amount as it lines up with the bank account. So I don't know how to explain it, but the 5, 10, 15, 20, those multiples work. The $1, the 3, 6, they do not.
5 is good.
All right, the other, all right, you know what, I'll work on it a little bit more and try to come up with one last thing before we make a decision. So with that, then we're going to end a little early. It is such a nice weekend. You can get out there and enjoy it. And I'm going to do something since we have the time. And also because Anita prepared hard for this week, thinking I wasn't going to be here. I didn't think I would be here. I wasn't even planning on being there this morning. So would you like to read your quote? I'm still going to end the meeting the way I ended, though. She told me I could end the meeting the way I normally would.
Yeah, so in my preparations, I couldn't remember exactly what Ted tells us all to do. All I remembered is we all have to say, it will be done by Rotarians. So anyways, I was going to end today with, thank you all for the results you achieved through your service, generosity, and commitment to our community. I will end the meeting today with a quote from the founder of Rotary International, Paul Harris. Whatever Rotary may mean to us, to the world it will be known by the results it achieves.
All right, thank you. I am still going to end it. So, no, we're going to practice the new ending for next year. Who remembers the theme that was announced?
I've got a lot to remember.
Mike, you got to know, right? Create lasting impact. So, but we're going to break the rules and we're going to use both because I like this one. So, let's end. Our Rotary meeting is ending for the day. So let's all go out and unite for good to create a lasting impact in our community. But before we do that, because Anita's all on me, you know, the thing says the president can do whatever. We will do the 4-way test. Let's go ahead.
Hey, you asked me to be secretary. This is what you get.
Bylaws say I can do anything in any order I want. That's what it says, literally. Maybe I would have done it before I rang the bell. But Greg, why don't you lead us in the 4-way test? You said you can do that.
Who's going to be the 4-way test of the things we think, say, or do? First, is it the truth? Is it the better of all concern? And friendships will be beneficial to all concerned.
All right, and now our Rotary meeting has ended. So let's go out and unite for good to create a lasting and if that can be done, it will be done. All right, everybody have a good week.
That one I've known for 26 years, I think now.
All you gotta say is first.
Let's see. You're joking. I was gonna play a big and I don't know if I already did I mean, what's the kind of later on this? Goes back to right now.
Mine too.
I feel good. It's good to see you.
I see you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. You ready for this?